Hey everyone, welcome to another video. Today we're going to be doing something a little bit different. Usually when I talk about Lego content on this channel, I talk about old Lego games like Lego Island 2 or Lego Backlot. But today I wanted to talk about something a little different, but something you may remember. If you were a kid growing up in the last 20 years with Lego, you may have received one of these, Lego Club Magazine. Lego Club Magazine was a bi-monthly magazine subscription that gave you all the news about the latest from Lego, including new sets, games, puzzles, comics, and a lot more. Today we're going to be looking at 3 Lego Club magazines. First, we'll look at the May and June 2013 edition, the November through December 2013 edition, and the January through February 2014 edition. I have a lot more, so if you enjoy this video, please let me know, and maybe I'll do more videos like this in the future. We'll be looking at these 3 magazines, along with a few surprises along the way, so I hope you'll join us for this in-depth look at Lego Club Magazine. So the first magazine that we're going to be looking at today is this May through June edition of Lego Club Magazine. We can see it has Iron Man on the front. I believe this is when Lego Marvel was pretty new. We're going to open this up and you'll notice there's a little mini magazine in here as well for Lego Star Wars, the Yoda Chronicles. And I remember they did this for a while, maybe only this year, but they had mini magazines inside and they were always themed with one specific thing. So for this, it was Lego Star Wars, the Yoda Chronicles. So I'm going to go ahead and pull this out. So Lego Star Wars The Yoda Chronicles, that was a mini-series that aired on Cartoon Network. It was a 7-part series between 2013 and 2014. And they did a lot of promotion for it in here. And you can look through this book and you can see they have a comic in here. It looks very much like Attack of the Clones. I guess this is a scene from Attack of the Clones where Yoda steps in and saves the day. And an interview with the screenwriter Michael Price. That's pretty cool. I always enjoyed the behind the scenes, and this is a neat way to see some of the behind the scenes of the TV show. And I remember they had these club codes you can see in the bottom right here. You can go to lego.com/club and type in a club code. That was a cool feature to unlock even more in your magazine. And I remember whenever I would get a Lego Club magazine, I would pull up my laptop with it and enter in all the club codes to unlock anything extra. On the next page, we can see the complete, part 2 of the 2013 new Lego Star Wars minifigures, and there are quite a lot here. There's a Max Rebo. That's cool. Okay, that's the one I want. Out of all the ones on this page, I want a Max Rebo minifigure. That is sweet. And then we close with this Who is Jek 14? I don't know who Jek 14 is. I guess you have to watch the show, because I don't know, and I didn't watch the show. In this issue, we have, of course, Iron Man, Lego minifigures, Lego Chima, Lego City, and a bunch more down here. Lego Star Wars, Cool Creations, Lego Lord of the Rings, Lego Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Lego DC Universe, and Lego The Lone Ranger. They made a Lone Ranger series? I don't remember that. Interesting. I remember that movie not doing well, so I guess we'll see. It looks like we have some things about Hero Factory. I remember Hero Factory came along as kind of the new Bionicle for a while, and it didn't last very long from what I remember. All right, I'm going to open this up to the next page, and we have an Iron Man comic here. You have Iron Man, Pepper Potts. That's pretty great. I remember these club magazines had a lot of comics, which, as a kid, it's awesome. Comics are great. And then you have the tie-in to the actual set, Build Iron Man's Laboratory. That's a cool set because you get a lot of minifigures, I guess, the different suits. And then you also have the minifigures. I loved the Lego minifigure collection, and I know they're still going. I remember this Mr. Gold campaign. There were only 5,000 of him made, and I remember spending a lot of time at my local Target feeling through all the bags looking for his top hat, trying to find a Mr. Gold. Okay, here we have more about the Yoda Chronicles, the date that you can catch the premiere on the TV show, and it looks like a contest over here. All right, next page we have Lego Chima. I have to admit, Legends of Chima was not something I ever really got into. I never had any of the sets, so unfortunately I'm really not sure what I'm looking at here. but we have the jousting finals. These all look like sets too. Yeah, I remember the speedors that they had as part of Lego Chima. Yeah, really some cool looking vehicles here. Unfortunately, I don't know much about it. So we'll move on to the next page. We have a Lego Chima Speedors app. This is during the time when they stopped making Flash games and really spent most of their energy in building apps, because that was the way of the future, and still is, I guess. And you have a Lego Chima comic. It's pretty cool. We'll move on to the next page. Cool Creations. I'm sure everybody remembers Cool Creations. Let's open up and see what we have here. Oh, a sweet. Let's see. I'm gonna make sure you can see this whole thing. A sweet Lord of the Rings fold out. I might have to cut that out and put it up in my cubicle or something. I'm sure I'll get some strange looks, but well, it wouldn't be the first time. But a really cool poster. I love these centerfold inserts that they did sometimes. That's a really cool one. But we also have Cool Creations here. I don't think you were a real kid if you didn't submit your creation to this page. We have some cool items on here. I actually had this house that you can see in this corner here. That's a Lego Creator set that I had. And it's cool that it's good that they get a variety of ages, and you know, not everything has to be a magnificent creation, and they can be smaller things. And that's awesome, because it made you feel like, oh, I could enter anything I have. All right, we'll turn to the next page. We have Lego Galaxy Squad. I have to admit, I don't remember this theme either. I do remember Alien Conquest, and Alien Conquest was amazing. I had every single one of those sets, because they only had one run of sets. They didn't have a lot of them, and I managed to collect them all because it was my absolute favorite theme. The only time I ever did that. But this isn't Alien Conquest. This is Galaxy Squad, and I don't know much about that. All right, and then we have just a short 2-panel Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles comic here. I do love the comic book drawing. Just some really nice art. All of these are really... The graphic design in this really holds up. As someone who does a little bit of graphic design in my job, I think this looks really good. And then some information on Lego Batman the movie. Not the Lego Batman movie. This came out a few years before. I'm guessing this is not feature length. It's probably a shorter thing or a collection of shorts. I'll have to look into that. I haven't heard of this before, but yeah, I know there were a few of these smaller Lego titles that were not the big, Warner Animation Group released in theaters. We have a DC Superheroes comic with Superman. That's pretty cool. Another great comic in here. I forgot how many comics they managed to fit into these magazines. Move on to the next page. Lego City. Here we go. Loved Lego City. I love some of these art pieces here. The Andy Warhol of Lego Max. Girl with the pearl earring. These are great. This is awesome. Okay, so it's talking about a Spotlight Robbery mobile game. Yet another mobile game. I'm curious how many Lego apps there are available now. I'm sure a lot of these don't work anymore or are delisted, but so many apps. And then also a really cool firehouse. I always like the fireman sets. Between the fire and the police, I always like the fire ones. And some information to tie it into real life. I like the Dalmatian dog too. I don't know that I've seen one of those. All right, turning to the next page here, we have a free child ticket to Legoland, Florida. If anybody'd like this, I can send it to you. Except it expired July of 2013, so probably a little late. I feel like they gave these out like candy. I feel like every issue had a free child ticket. I feel like they came with the instruction manuals for any set. These are pretty ubiquitous. But this Lego hotel looks super, super cool. And I know it's photoshopped. I know the entrance to Legoland is not literally outside your window if you stay at this hotel. But man, don't you want to go there? The pirate theme, that's a sweet hotel. And the Legoland Discovery Center. This might be more feasible to get to. I know there are a few of those. Okay, yeah. Atlanta, Chicago, DFW, Kansas City, Westchester. I might be able to make it to one of those. That might be a little bit easier. And then on the other side, we have level 4 of the Lego Master Builder Academy. I remember this was something you could sign up for, and it had different levels. You started on level 1, and it taught you some building tricks, and then you could move on to level 2, and they released different levels. I guess this kind of has a steampunk aesthetic. It's really cool looking. And then to end it out, okay, there's the Lone Ranger. I really don't remember these sets. Armie Hammer and Johnny Depp, maybe not the pair you want to associate with your children's brand anymore. But yeah, I'll put some of those sets up on the screen too, because I don't remember this being a theme. I remember the movie not doing well, but maybe the sets were pretty cool. We'll find out. Moving on to magazine number 2, we have the November through December 2013 issue of Legends of Chima, Danger in the Lion Temple. Again, let's flip this one open and see what we have inside. Oh, this is cool. This entertainment guide. I like this a lot. It looks like a real entertainment guide. So let's go ahead and pop this out and take a look in here. Looks like we have some awards. All right, top 2013 Lego videos. A lot of this is probably no longer a lot of people would remember, but we have some interesting things in here. It looks like we have some Lego Legends of Chima videos. I just love the way this is laid out. This is a really neat magazine. So, and it gives you links to watch or ways to watch these videos. Oh, you have a sneak preview of the Lego movie. This was before the first one came out, and now we're 4 Lego movies in, and man, those were some really great films, I think. And that's exciting. It's exciting to think about getting excited for the new Lego movie to release. Yeah, I remember seeing that in theaters and really enjoying it. And it looks like we have some more on the Yoda Chronicles. Looks like that was quite a push. Most Wanted videos. Looks like we have some Lego City videos here. And another advertisement for an app. Looks like a pretty sweet app, honestly. Unfortunately, this app is unavailable to download anymore, but it looked pretty sweet. Mini movies, big creativity. All right, it looks like some background on brick films. Just some information behind the scenes, which, yeah, I think that's great. I think it gets kids interested. That's a really cool little magazine. This is probably my favorite instead of just a comic book or something. I don't know. I love the way that looks. All right, I'm going to set that aside and not try and put it back in. All right, so it looks like for this issue, lots of Lego Chima, Lego Superheroes, Lego City, Lego Castle. Good. Also, Hero Factory, Lego Star Wars, Cool Creations, The Hobbit, Galaxy Squad, and DC. Great. All right, we have a really sweet Lego Chima set here. I like the lion gate there. And some scrambles. Hidden speedors, missiles, inner gate, chi orb, aerial landing pad. All right, I guess I get a pass. Well, that's a neat set, and it's still Chima. All right, we have a close-up on the speedors. I guess those must have been pretty big, like with the big wheel. I never had a speedors set. All right, man, more Chima. 5-page. Raven Invasion, the season finale of Legends of Chima. Oh, I guess, so there was also a Cartoon Network show for that. That's pretty great. And then a Hero Factory comic. I am curious about how Hero Factory did compared to Bionicle. I never felt like it did as well. It just never seemed as popular. I was also kind of a little past the point of keeping up with Lego too much at this point. But I don't know. Hero Factory, they had some cool sets. They had some cool things. And it looks like we have a continuation of the comic that we were looking at earlier. More Yoda, Count Dooku, Attack of the Clones era. That's pretty cool. So this must tie into the TV series as well. Oh, I love this. Jabba's used skiffs, barges, and more. That's a cool set, and that's a really cool way to advertise the set. I like that a lot. Room for up to 500 passengers. It must be bigger on the inside than it looks. And then more about Jack 14, this character from Yoda Chronicles. All right, more about the Yoda Chronicles. Looks like you can pick it up on DVD. I wonder how much one of those would be to get. That might be a fun video review to do at some point. Leave me a comment if you'd be interested in that. Can you name all the Lego Marvel superheroes on this page? Man, honestly, I could not. As sad as that is, I I do not follow Marvel close enough. But man, that came out on a lot of platforms. Not sure what this one is. And another Tony Stark comic. Again, this one looks like it continues off from the last issue. And more cool creations. It looks like we have some... Wow, okay, you could do some sweet stuff with Hero Factory. I guess I didn't realize. There are some impressive builds in here. Wow. Yes, those are some big builds. And then you have some other cool creations on the other side. Some boats. This girl's got a doomsday rocket, so that's terrifying. We'll move on from that. Oh, and it looks like we have another really cool centerfold. This is cool. I loved city scenes in Lego like this. I just always dreamed about getting to be the person that got to put these together. This is a really impressive build. I love the Christmas theming on this. But just it's a great way to highlight all the Lego city sets and make them look really good. That's really cool. And there are more than elves in Mirkwood. Lego the Hobbit. They had some cool Hobbit Lego sets as well. Oh yeah, here we go. The Battle of Dol Guldur. I bet this is going to have some good minifigures. Yeah, you have Gandalf and the Wizards, Azog. A lot of minifigures in this. This is a cool set. Beorn back there. Yeah, like I said, the Lord of the Rings sets were better, but Lego the Hobbit had some good sets as well. I like this Lake Town. Winter Village Market. I love the Lego Winter Village lines. I have one from several years ago. The Winter Village Bakery. But I like this market a lot. This is cool. I love that lollipop. All right, more Galaxy Squad here. They really do look like Alien Conquest. I mean, they're using the same helmet piece, same coloring, I think some of the same guns. But, wow. Yeah, that's cool. I like the comic. And I like how they mix between the illustrated comics and the more realistic, I don't know if it's 3D modeling or actual pictures, but I like the variety. Okay, this is cool. I don't remember the Lego castle sets having dragons in them. I definitely never had a Lego dragon, but this looks really cool. I like that castle over here on the left. That's a cool set as well. Yeah, castle. Knight's Kingdom. If anybody remembers Knight's Kingdom, leave a comment. Knight's Kingdom was kind of my era, but the castle sets are good. Really anything of the medieval theme I like a lot. And some Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles comics. I have not been following the plot of these comics. I haven't been reading them, but the art is nice. I'll say that and move on. All right, and we have Lego Master Builder Academy. Yeah, I think it's a little bit steampunky. Some really cool things you can build in here. They teach you a lot of techniques. That's what I remember the Master Builder Academy really being about, is teaching you techniques, how to build bricks in certain ways to create different designs and styles. They did some really cool stuff there. And again, we have more tickets for Legoland, California or Florida. Kids go free. If anybody wants this one, it only expired 7 years ago instead of 8, so maybe they'll let you in. And Legoland Florida probably just opening up at this point. Then finally, what can you build with a handful of bricks? I like this. I like these simpler models that I can actually build with the bricks I have at home. I feel like a lot of times they're a little unrealistic with what they think you're supposed to have at home. And I have a lot of Lego bricks, but I could not build a lot of the things they wanted me to build. These are achievable. I could probably build 1 or 2 of these. And then finally we close on a teaser for Ninjago. And Ninjago is a long-lasting theme. It's always done well. They did a lot of cool stuff with the story in that. And finally, a teaser for the Lego Movie. And I think as we get into the next issue, we're going to see a lot more of the Lego Movie as it's starting to really pick up and release in only a couple months. All right, so we have our 3rd issue, Lego Club Magazine, the Lego Movie, Secrets of the New Film Inside. Yeah, so now they go all in on the Lego Movie. We have all our favorite characters here. This is January to February 2014. Let's pop this open and see what we find in here. All right, in this issue, we have the Lego Movie, we have Lego City, Ninjago, Chima, Minifigures, Superheroes, Cool Creations, Lego Creator, one of my favorites, Lego Mixels, and the Lego Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Cool, so we have a lot of cool stuff in here. And there's Max, our familiar Lego Club character. It looks like they're still using him, even though Lego Club magazine is now Lego Life magazine. They're still using this character of Max, who's been around for a long time. In here, you'll also notice there's a Lego Friends pamphlet this time. And I was not the target demographic for Lego Friends, but let's pop this open and see. Lego Friends is a cool line. I think it's still done really well. So let's pop this open and see what we have inside. So it looks like we have a map of Heart Lake City and some of the sets that you can get that represent the different parts of the city. I remember some of these smaller. I think they each came with one of the Friends minifigures. But cool little sets, cool to get multiples and build them together, and you can kind of create your own city. So that's neat. You have the different personalities and information about the 5 different girls. Let me know in the comments below which one you would be best friends with. For me, I don't know. I probably would not be popular enough to make friends with any of them. Let's just be realistic. So this was definitely my sister's magazine because this is not my handwriting. This is much too nice. So we can see some of the things that she filled out in here. But they have some little activities in here, which is kind of cool. Good job, sister. She unscrambled all of the scrambles. I think she did a perfect job. Great job. But I like this little cafe set. That's a cool set. And a road trip adventure. What's your dream destination? So it looks like my sister chose number 2 as her dream destination. Heart Lake Vet. They did have some cool sets. I like the colors, the more pastel colors that they use in these sets. You can get a lot more rare pieces with these sets, so that's really cool. You have a little Mad Libs there. They do a really good job of showing off the different sets and having activities, and there's a lot packed into this little magazine. I'm impressed. Guess they ran out of information to put here. I'm not sure what that's about, but that's okay. We'll just move on. Now with that out of the way, we can dive into the actual magazine. Oh, I forgot they did a series of minifigures of characters from the Lego Movie, which was really cool. I don't think I picked up any of these, unfortunately, but it looks like there's some really cool options in here. Even some of the more obscure characters. Where Are My Pants Guy? I would love to have Where Are My Pants Guy. Marsha, Queen of the Mermaids. Panda Guy, the barista, of course, and his famous line. Now looking at the other side, I do like the Metal Beard set. That's a cool, Metal Beard was just a cool character. And then, of course, Batman. It's awesome that they could get the rights to Batman in this movie. This is a good way to introduce all the characters of the movie and get you really hyped up for the movie. It was a great movie. All right, now we get into a comic book of Max explaining, I guess, the plot of the movie and a lot of the different scenes. This does a good job of showing off the variety of settings this movie had, from Wild West to Cloud Cuckoo Land. Man, just a great movie. That's all I can really say. It's a great movie. And then a sweet garbage truck that turns into a micromanager robot. I remember seeing that set and thinking that was a strange thing since it didn't really feature prominently in the movie. I'm not sure it was in the movie, now that I think about it. I'm not entirely sure, but I don't know. It's a cool looking set, so I guess don't knock it. This Lego City app looks really cool. It almost looks reminiscent of Lego Island in a way, which, if you know anything about my interests, I do like Lego Island. Let me see I wonder if this is still available. I'm going to look this up. All right, we have some Lego police sets here. That's a cool police station back there. I don't know that I've seen that one before. I had a police station that I think is a few years older than this, but they had some cool police sets. I know they kind of remake them every couple years and they're pretty much the same, but they're always neat. They're always neat in their own way. All right, moving on, we have a superheroes comic with both Batman and Superman, so that's pretty awesome. Again, some great drawing art style in here. Very engaging. Meet the Lego Hobbit minifigures. Some great minifigures in here. I love the Bilbo Baggins, the Thranduil, Radagast, Gandalf, of course, is wonderful. All right, we'll be looking at our final batch of cool creations on this episode. Let's see, we have some cool things in here. I like this mobile defense unit over here. Oh, the dragon. I love the dragon. The dragon of hope. See, that's much better than a doomsday missile, right? Good job, Kevin G. Let's fold this out. What am I looking at here? I guess Ninjago. Okay, yes, Ninjago. Yeah, so a little comic about a pretty sweet Ninjago set. I like those purple pieces. All right, we get one little page about Lego Creator. I feel like Lego Creator never gets, I don't know, the advertising it deserves because it's not a licensed theme. But man, Lego Creator's great. I love the 3-in-1 because you get a lot more value out of it. That's a cool little set. And introducing Mixels. I briefly remember these. I think the eyes kind of creep me out, and I never really did anything with it. I don't know that it did that well, but yep, that's the thing that came out. All right, we're on to the next page. We have a really sweet Chima spread here. They were really marketing Chima pretty hard at this point. I think trying to make it like Ninjago. All right, and Turtle Tech. Sweet. Looks like, I'm guessing this is probably a set, or maybe these are all sets, but just some information about some Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle sets. I never had any of these either, but they're pretty sweet looking. I like the turtle minifigures. Those are pretty sweet. Okay, here we go. That is a sweet set. I love these modular city setups. I have the Grand Emporium, and I think that's one of my favorite sets. It's so much fun to build. This movie theater, the Palace, that's a really neat one. Check out the best in Lego fan movies, the Lego Movie Maker app. Interesting. I guess that's a brick film app, if I had to guess. Some stop motion animation. Never had the patience for it, but admire the people that do it. And more information about videos on the other side here. And more about the Lego Master Builder Academy. Unleash your inner Master Builder. This one's more of a space theme, getting away from the steampunk aesthetic. I like this too. I like that a lot. Parisian restaurant mix-up. Ooh, yeah, another one. I love this. These are the coolest sets. And Minecraft. This was before they even had the Minecraft minifigures. Just the not even micro figures. I'm not sure what they're called exactly, but these micro Minecraft sets were pretty cool. I think some of the larger scale things they do now are better, but these have a really cool look to them for sure. And a Lego Movie video game competition. Oh yeah, I remember the Lego Movie video game came out on quite a few platforms as well. Not sure what that is. Yeah, never heard of that before. So you have to answer these questions, and you could win the game, I guess? You could win 1 of 10 video games. Oh, that's not that great. Not a big spender on that competition, I guess, but cool. And on the next page, we have more about Legoland parks and another Kids Go Free ticket. Man, I'm just rolling in Kids Go Free to Legoland tickets. Unfortunately, they expire. And then we end on a Lego City page with the police. Some criminals breaking out of a van. This guy's taking a crowbar to a bush. That's pretty sweet. I guess this is a dangerous cyclist on the side of the road. Well, let me know what stood out to you in these magazines. I'd love to hear in the comments below what some of your favorite themes that were in this were. Let me know if you'd like to see more. I have more Lego Club magazines, and I would be happy to do more of these. I really enjoyed putting this video together. But if you've looked at the video, you notice there's a little bit of runtime left, even though we've looked through the 3 magazines. I have a Lego Shop at Home magazine, and you may notice it's a little bit destroyed. The cover's gone. The first few pages are missing. The first few pages look like they're all Harry Potter themed, so I'm sorry, we're not gonna get to look at the Harry Potter theme, but I found this right next to these other magazines, and I thought it would be kind of cool to look at a Lego Shop at Home magazine. So you have the Lego City. I love Lego City. I think some of these just basic city sets are great. I love this harbor. That's a cool boat. I like the crane. That's a really cool set. And more of the Lego City. The space sets, I think these are really cool. I like the more grounded in reality space. Although I did just say Alien Conquest is my favorite theme. So I don't know. I'm inconsistent. But I actually have this shuttle and this rocket. Both really, really cool sets. Pirates of the Caribbean. This was a great theme. Promoting Pirates 4, but they also had sets from the earlier movies. These all look like sets from Pirates 4. Really, really cool Queen Anne's Revenge. That is a sweet set. I love those red sails. That is an amazing set. I love that. Whatever you say about the movie, it definitely made for some great sets. And here we go, some of the earlier Pirates sets from the earlier movies. I love this wheel, the water wheel. That's a great part from the second movie. And yeah, that makes for a really cool set as well. They know how to pick them. Yes, here we go, Alien Conquest. I've been talking about it. You guys know I love it. Alien Conquest. The mothership was great. That outer ring would spin around and make noises, which was really cool. It's got a farmer being abducted. How can you not like this theme? Alien Conquest was the bomb. What can I say? And some of the alien defense sets on the other side. I love these sets. We have some Ninjago sets, some really cool temple sets. These are really neat. Yeah, Ninjago is still going today. It's been a really popular theme. They had some really great sets. All right, Kingdoms, yeah. I liked Castle, but I liked Kingdoms better. Not as much as Knight's Kingdom, but Lego Kingdoms was great. I loved this Mill Village Raid set. I had that one, and this King's Chariot as well. Some really cool sets. Lego Creator, again, I've talked about that too. I love the 3-in-1. This lighthouse was really unique. It had the light brick. That made it a really unique one. The log cabin, another set that was a little more unique than the houses that they had. Yeah, I feel like this was a really good era for Lego Creator. They started adding minifigures to the sets, which they didn't do before. And the lighthouse, that was a really unique build. All right, Lego Atlantis. I didn't realize. I guess this is an older shop at home than I was thinking. Atlantis had some cool sets. Some really neat. I love this this big set here in the top left. And then we have Lego Cars. These are the Duplo sets. Obviously, what's a better toy marketing pair than Cars and Lego? But they had some really cool sets. This Finn McMissile set in particular, I always thought was really cool. I loved these car builds of Lightning McQueen and Mater. Those are really cool. They had some good custom molding. They had some good custom molds here. And then the larger scale models were really neat as well. The Lightning McQueen, the Mater. Yeah, those were some really great sets. The Flo's V8 Cafe, that was always one I wanted. Had a lot of good cars included in it. Lego Games, I remember these. They went big on Lego Games for a while, and they had quite a few that they were putting out. I had one or two. Never played them much, never did much with them, but they gave us microfigures. They were pretty cool. Heroica, I remember that being a big one. I never played it, but I was always intrigued by these Lego games. I liked the Lego die that came with it, that had the different sides. All right, if there's any set I could go back and buy, it would be the Tower Bridge, because it's my favorite place in the world. Standing on the Tower Bridge, that's like my favorite place in the world to be, and I love the set. I think it's awesome. Some of these large sets, the hard to find sets, man, they have some really, really impressive builds here. The train as well has the power motors, which makes it really, really cool. All right, there's the Master Builder Academy. This is the first set up top, and then more. We've talked about the Master Builder Academy quite a bit. Lego Universe, yes. Lego Universe was awesome. Unfortunately, I did not ever get a membership for it. I played a little bit, I think in a beta or when it was free at some point. Sad that didn't take off, because it was a lot of fun. It was really cool. And then Legoland Florida, do we get a free ticket? It doesn't look like we have a free ticket. If you remember Lego Universe, leave me a comment. I'd love to hear your experience with Lego Universe. It was short-lived and it was beautiful. Here we go, Lego Hero Factory. Yeah, these sets are cool. I never paid much attention to them. I also never really got into Bionicle. I'm sorry, I have to say it. But these sets are cool. I'm interested. And then, yeah, some of the more I don't know that I want to say adult, but maybe teen geared sets, the architecture sets. They've come a long way with those. They've made some really incredible builds. The Mindstorms 3.0. The Mindstorm sets were great. And then at the back, we have Lego Star Wars. I'm sure there will be 6 or 8 pages devoted to this. The thing I appreciate about Lego Star Wars is that they really took from the whole collection of movies and not just what was relevant at the time. They always had sets that were themed to what was relevant, you know, in the Clone Wars at this time period, or with the new movies that came out under Disney. But they also had older things, like there's some Phantom Menace in here, and that's pretty cool. Some really neat builds here. Some, I guess, a little more obscure ships too, which is great. I like Obi-Wan Starfighter here. Doesn't look like you get all of R4. You just get the top half of R4. That's kind of a bummer, but that's cool. And then, of course, the Lego Death Star, the greatest set. The set every kid dreams about. The Imperial Shuttle that does not come with the Emperor. Oh, interesting. That's an interesting choice. But the Ultimate Collector series is so great. They've done some incredible Lego Star Wars sets, and it's cool to look back and see what sets were available at this time. I'm sure a lot of these, if you were to buy these new now, they would be even pricier. Yeah, it's an investment opportunity, right? The Tantive 4, that's a neat build. Of course, yeah, the Death Star, it's the mother of all sets, all the minifigures it comes with. Great set. And then on the back, yeah, the Pet Store, another modular city set. Sorry we did not get to look at the first few pages or what was going on in the world of Harry Potter at this time, but this is how it was. I think I used the first few pages of this for a college art project, so it's long gone by now. Well, thanks for taking this look with me. This was really fun. Please leave me a comment with what stood out to you, what you remember, what you really liked. Really a lot of great magazines here. If you'd like to see more of these, please let me know. I would be happy to take a look at some more. And yeah, leave me a comment. It helps out with the algorithm, but I'm also just really curious to hear from you what Lego games you'd like to hear me talk about, what other Lego related things on this channel you'd like to see. And yeah, tell me about your Lego experience. Until next time, thanks.